Can you hear me? I can't see anything as far as comments go right now, so this is why I hate live. Oh, hi, you can hear me. So everything's working. You can see what you need to see. Awesome. Okay, guys, I am trying to set up on my laptop while I'm on my phone here so I can see your comments. And for some reason, I can't get it to set up on my laptop. I'm going to keep trying here for a second while a few of you come on into the live. It's still not showing up. Well, that's unfortunate because it means I'm not going to be able to see your comments. I got to point out right off the bat that right around, I guess, 10 o'clock this morning, my throat started to get a frog in it. I haven't had a frog in my throat in such a long time. So there's some kind of message coming in around communication and communicating something special. You have something you need to communicate to someone else. Someone's going to communicate to you about something. I'm not sure, but I sure wish I could see things here, and I can't. I don't know why, because I did before. So I'm just going to leave it on live and see if eventually it shows up, and then I'll be able to, as it stands right now, I have to kind of get down underneath my phone and look up to see if there's comments. Okay, yes, everything's okay. It's like in human form, blind. Hi, everyone. I'm so happy you're here. Because I'm not going to be able to see your comments, what I want to do is thank everyone right now for showing up and coming into the live and joining me. I'm so sorry that it's working out this way, but it's every now and then I'll kind of tuck my head under and see if I can't see a few comments. Okay. The cards are already out because I already recorded a video for you that had a message that came through to me. They always come through to me in the morning when I meditate. And this message came through for me when I meditated one morning. And I recorded it. I did a spread for it, just like the one last week. And it was ready to come out this morning. And what you're looking at on the tabletop there right now is a spread that I did because I had a question for myself. And the further I got into it, the more I realized this isn't just for me. This is one that needs to go up to all of you that are on the same path or a parallel path to mine, and you resonate so far with the messages that are coming through. So if you're here, obviously you're resonating with, must be on one that's parallel to it. Just to clarify the cards for you here, they all came out kind of at different times, okay? So the bottom of the deck is the Fool card. This is the Light Seers deck, and it's the holographic. I'm not going to lift up every card for you. So bottom of the deck is the Fool card. This is all about taking that new path. And if you remember, oh, I can't remember now if I've already put this one up or it's, you know, I've pre-recorded. I get messages every morning, so I pre-record them and get them ready to go out. If you haven't seen this message yet, there is a message coming that speaks about being picked up and literally placed on a different path. It was something that I felt one morning, and I knew it was meant for more than myself, okay? But you will actually know, you'll feel it, you'll see it in your mind's eye that you are being picked up off of for me, it was a dirt road, and you were placed, or I was placed on a different direction, same dirt road. It was like a fork in the road, if you will, and I was placed on the fork. So it's not a path that we have to choose on our own. It's a path that's going to be chosen for us, okay? That's this path here. And this, I have to apologize. This came to me, this message came to me a couple of days ago. So I'm hoping that the messages will come through for me again, for you. Just give me a second to connect here. Okay. When I asked the question, I wanted to know what this new path was all about. And funny enough, the Fool card ended up being on the bottom of the deck. But the first cards that came out were the Chariot, the Five of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. And the messages that came through that for me were the Chariot, for me, is about opposing energies, moving very quickly in harmonizing the opposing energies that are here. You could be going through a situation where there's a lot of uncertainty. I'm feeling a lot of uncertainty, and I believe that's why we're being picked up and moved onto the path, because I feel like we get to that fork in the road and we're not sure which direction to take. We know we need to take a direction, but we don't have enough information. We're fearful of moving forward. We're being asked to make that move. We're not going to regret any decision that we make. But keep in mind too that, again, you are going to be picked up and put on that path. But just because you're put on the path doesn't mean you're going to know exactly what it is you're meant to do while you're on that path. So you're still going to have confusion, if not more confusion, Moon card, right, than you had before you were shifted onto that new path. Now, when I wanted to clarify what this path was, what it would hold for us, what it was going to look like, these are the cards I got. In this, so we got the Strength card. This is all about having the courage. Having the courage and the strength. Eight of Cups. To walk away. Five of Wands. Very simple messages here. To walk away from that dog-eat-dog, egoic way of living. Because once you do, the Page of Wands, great things are going to start happening for you. Exciting, blissful, joyous, great things are going to come to you. They're going to come extremely fast. The Eight of Wands. You could be traveling. This could be a trip that you end up taking. But the main message here is don't fear walking away from the norm, so to speak. It's Spirit referred to it as the dog-eat-dog of the planet. I mean, it's the way most people live. We conform, right? And we're always striving to beat that next guy, that other guy, our neighbor. We're keeping up with the Joneses, so to speak. But it's from a place of ego rather than a place of spirit, a place of moving through life by way of intuitive guidance. Are you all still with me? I just want to make sure that I'm not rambling on and there's no one here, or, something's happened to the feed. Definitely you. Yep, that's me too. Okay, can everybody Is this still a live feed? I'm not getting, okay, yes, it is. Thanks, Leslie. I appreciate that. I responded to your comment, by the way. When I do these videos, the messages that come through for me, the channeling, I never remember it. And so I would have to watch that whole video again to see the spot that you were talking about. So if you wouldn't mind commenting back on the comment that I left for you, and I could answer your question for you, hon. Thank you. Okay. Now, these cards over here, again, just more clarifying. We've got the Five of Pentacles, because this is, I want to point out, this is a huge energy around this reading here, this message, okay? The Five of Pentacles, which is financial strife. I don't know if you all are on a parallel path to me as far as the challenges only, or what area of life you're having the challenges. For me, it's financial. It always has been. So the financial strife, definitely where I'm at. Some of you are there, maybe all of you. Those of you that aren't having trouble financially, this could just represent you feeling left out on your own, by yourself. Nobody seems to want to help you. Nobody seems to want to be in your world. You're alone. You're lonely. The devil here is all about ego. So regardless of whether it's financial strife or just feeling like you've been shoved aside and ignored, don't allow the ego to step into that, okay? This is about equal give and take. It's about reciprocity. It's about, there was a different message that came through with that the other day though. Let go of the egoic way of living and find balance. You're going to find the balance that you're looking for. And that's what the Chariot card talks about as well, because you've got a black horse and a white horse, and those are two opposing energies. One's going, one's stopping. And it's tearing you up inside. It's confusing you. It's causing uncertainty. It's causing fear. Move forward without the fear. There will be no regret on what you decide to do. The choice you make, choices that you make, you're not going to regret. Okay, don't allow the fear. This is, look at everything here that talks about the ego and the fear that the ego creates. The Devil card, the Fool card is saying the same thing. The Strength card is asking us to have strength moving forward by letting go of the old way of thinking and believing that we have to fight for everything that we want. We have to chase it. We have to go after it. We have to be in that dog-eat-dog, so to speak, situation and environment. You don't have to, because when you walk away from that, that's when all those great things are going to start flowing your way. The things that you want to manifest, it's not manifesting. I know it's not. If you're on a parallel path with me, things are not manifesting in your world that you want to manifest, and you're wondering why. Because you've done everything that needs to be done. You're working in the direction that you're supposed to be working in. You're manifesting the exact way that you've been taught or told or guided to manifest, and still nothing. You're not going to see it coming. When it comes in, you're not going to see it. You just have to trust. This is a time, as difficult as it is, that we have to be broke, if that's where we're at. And I know I shouldn't be speaking that way because it's going to keep me stuck there. But when you're in that place, it's really hard to not spiral down that rabbit hole. But once you start going south, it's really hard to come back up to the surface. If you're at rock bottom, or you feel you're at rock bottom, that's a good thing. Being placed at rock bottom for that purpose, so that you're forced to see things from a different way. You're being forced to move in a different way, to think in a different way, to walk away from the ego. Do what's fun for you. Right now, yes, obviously you need to still, if you've got a job, you need to keep working. You need to keep moving forward in a direction that you're already moving in. But you also have to change the way you look at life, the way you think about life, the way you feel about the things that are taking place in your life. Okay with having to walk away from whatever it is you have to walk away from. Be accepting of it. I don't mean be okay. I know how difficult it is to walk away from what you're being asked to. I've walked away from a 30-year-long marriage. I walked away from everything I've ever owned in my life. I'm now down to just a few boxes of personal things. I don't have a home. I don't even have a bed. I'm floating around. I'm clearly not where I'm going to be for the rest of my life. This is all opportunity to see things from a different angle. And I have to tell you guys that because of what I've been doing and how I've been living for the last year and a half, I've had nothing, including resources, finances. But it's taught me to look at things from a completely different standpoint. I no longer allow any negative around financial to pull me under. I just keep moving forward, and that's what we're being asked to do. It's not that it's not coming. It's all in divine timing. It is coming. But we have to be a match to it. We have to be the kind of person that it's not all about money. It's not all about having people around us. It's about what's best for us, what works best for us in our life. And trusting, learning to trust and surrender to the universe and know that we're okay with whatever comes our way. We've got to be accepting of the outcome. That's what it comes down to. Be accepting of the outcome. And when you can get to that place where you're accepting of the outcome, even though it's not what you've been trying to manifest, it is going to be something that what I'm hearing is you're going to thank your lucky stars for it. So let go of what it is that you see that outcome being, and be okay with whatever outcome the universe brings you. It is coming. It is coming. I can feel it. We are in a calm before a storm right now, and that previous storm, you've got to move through the storm. So the storm that we've moved through to get to the center of the storm, that's already happened. That was the things that are taken from us. That was all the heartbreak, the heartache, the work that we've done, the hard work that we've done to get to where we are. I don't know about you guys, but I didn't do all that just to get here. I'm not quitting now. I'm going to keep moving forward. I'm just going to keep trying and trying and trying. And that's something else that keeps coming through to me. It's about trial and error. Right now, I'm going to be on a path that's twisting and turning, because that's what my path is. So when we go in one direction and it doesn't work out, don't give. Allow that outcome to be the outcome. Know that you just need to now turn and go a little bit to the left, and maybe then you got to turn a little bit to the right, but you are almost there. You're in the eye of the storm, so to speak. You're in that calm, because that storm, the other side of that storm that's coming in, is everything that you've been manifesting. It's all there. It's already been created. It's right outside the gate, if you will, the door. And that door will open when you're aligned with what's on the other side of it. If you want to be a millionaire, you have to behave like a millionaire. Before that money will come to you, you need to be a millionaire, which means you need to be responsible with money. You need for your financial actions. you need to take care of debt. And if you can't pay off your debt, that's not what they're asking for us to be accountable with our debt, which means start making payments. I sound like a broken record. I get that. Taxes. Do up your taxes. All of that is weighing on top of you. And if you can't move up, you can't manifest the things you want, because that's growth. When we manifest things into our world, that's growth. It creates growth pattern for you. And if you've got weights on top of you, you can't grow. You've got to get rid of them. As scary as it might be, you've got to do it. Okay, I'm just looking at some of the comments. Absolutely, you can ask questions. I don't know how long I can do this for. I'm kind of almost upside down here trying to read the questions. If I could get my laptop to show me the live, that would be great. But what do you got? How do you feel about the lady grave dancer converting to Christianity? I can't answer that because I'm not sure I understand the question. The lady grave dancer converting to Christianity. I'm not sure what that is. Cards are blurry. Are they better now? I think they get maybe blurry when my hand goes in. Can you see them better? Financial, yes. Yeah, I have a feeling that majority, if not all of you, have financial issues right now. And that's where you're supposed to be. There are lessons that need to be learned in regards to finances, and I'm right with you. I've learned some of them. I'm still learning others, obviously, because I still don't have finances, but I can feel it's coming. The other thing that part of this growth that we're receiving is psychic abilities and intuitive abilities. They're being increased for us. And we're being asked to do more connecting with your guides, your angels. I call them angels. We need to connect more with them now, meaning what meditation means for you. I wanted to help you guys out here. I want to set up another, it's going to be on this channel, but I wanted to set up another weekly or bi-weekly video. I don't even know what to call it. It's going to be completely different from this. It wouldn't be readings or messages. It would just be a way to help you meditate, maybe help you create, inspire you for creating things. I love to make jewelry, and I'm being guided to take the videos, record my making of the jewelry, and put it up on the channel. You can watch the video and make the item with me, or because I will have a supplies list for you, or you can just watch the video and maybe be inspired to do your own creating, because creativity, when we're creating, that's just another way of meditating. So for those of you that do have trouble meditating, you'll have a video you can watch that maybe will help you to meditate, because maybe you'll want to create some jewelry with me. I don't know how that sits for all of you. I'm not getting any new comments in here, so can somebody please tell me the feed is still going? You can still hear me? It's all still working? Can you all still hear me? You're here. Okay, good. Thanks, Leslie. Okay, so I did all this before I came into this live. So I want to get a little bit more information for us on this, but I want to give you just, I just want to run over again what this is all about. If you're having financial strife, you need to let go of the ego. You've got to look at this from a place of stoic ways of thinking and being. You're not doing anything for the money. You're doing it for the joy. That's what you're to do at this point in time. And like I said earlier, if you already have a job, even if you don't like it, I'm not asking you to leave that job and have no income. If you have a huge savings account and you can let go of that job that you hate, now would be a good time to do that and move into something that you absolutely love to do. Maybe come up with that first and then let go of the job. But that's what we're being guided to do. At least it's some messages coming through for me. Don't do things because you can make money doing them. Do things because you love to do them. Have fun. Enjoy your life. Right now, I'm on that farm again. I'm helping my sister and my brother-in-law out on the farm. I get up in the morning. We go for the most beautiful walk through the treed area here, all the paths that are in here. It's absolutely gorgeous. We come back and we do some farm work, and then maybe I'll go into creating some videos, some readings, meditate, go shopping in town, whatever it is. Do what you love. I don't have a set schedule. Again, I'm not asking you to get rid of your schedule. If you've got a job, you have a place to be at a certain time. Make sure that you're making the right moves for you. If it feels right, then it's right for you. But walk away from that. That's the hamster wheel. That's what that is. And when you let go of that, when you have the strength and the courage, because it's not going to be easy. I'm having a hell of a time, to be perfectly honest with you. That's where I'm at. I'm having to let go of doing things for income. I have no income right now. I have no bank account right now. So I'm finding it really difficult to say, I want to do this just for the sake of doing it. Because I am in a place where I don't feel like I have the choice to do the fun stuff, but I'm being pushed to do the fun stuff. The universe is saying you're going to be taken care of as long as you stay on that path that is the right path for your life's purpose and for feeding your soul. This is what your soul wants. It wants to experience the fun things in life. It wants to laugh. It wants to soar. It wants to play. It wants to have fun and create. That's another big message. Create. And don't create because you're able to sell it or you can make money from whatever it is you're creating. Create just for the sake of creating. I've been making jewelry, creating jewelry for such a long time. I still have every piece. I've never sold any of it. One day I might, but for now it's just about make down to because back to you in life. Okay, so you've got this. I'm going to kind of set these off to the side a little bit here and see if we can get some other cards. I'm going to get the Sacred Destiny deck. I love this deck. Okay, I don't take the flippers, but I do look at them. And this one is truth. So, being your true, authentic self. Being you. I'm going to leave that one aside just because of what it is. Power. Step into your power. Again, you have the ability to create whatever it is that you want to create in your world. Live your life the way you want to live it. So, be honest. Be honest with yourself. Stand in your true, authentic power. I'm just checking comments again. Ah, crochet. Yes. Anything coming in regards to the Virgo new moon on the 2nd? Is it on the 2nd? That's my birthday. Wow. That's going to be interesting. I don't generally do those kind of videos anymore. I'm being moved in a direction of what I've been putting out so far. So I'm going to have to say it's not a no, but it's likely a no. But let's go with maybe, because you never know what comes to me right before that. It may be another live. Okay, so stillness did not fall out, it flipped. Okay. I want to clarify that, because what I'm getting with that card is exactly what I've been feeling lately, and you may be feeling it as well. I feel like there's a need for me to move forward. I feel like I know how I want to move forward, the direction I want to move in, but I'll at the same time feel like I'm not quite sure what that direction is. And I've really been feeling it over the last few days. So again, it's the uncertainty that's coming through. And what came to me within that is just keep moving forward doing what you're doing. Uncertainty is going to move out when the clarity comes in, and the clarity is coming. You will have knowledge, you will have the wisdom, you will have the information that you require. But that's why it's important, here comes the frog again, to let go of old egoic conforming to the way others think things should be. I have been placed on this property, I believe, for one main reason, and that is because my sister and my brother-in-law function from a place of ego. Things need to be done a certain way. You need to work at a job, a 9-to-5 job. You need to work hard. These new wave businesses and careers are foo-foo. You need to let go of that. You need to, get into a brick and mortar building and work that way. It makes it really difficult for me to be who I am here. So I find myself avoiding those conversations with them. And it's just as well, because I don't think they want to have those conversations with me, because they don't understand who I am or how I am. So if you find yourself in that same position, it is about strengthening. The strength card. It's about giving you the strength to face up to those people and the way they look at life. And it's not the way you do. And that's okay. But it's also okay that you look at life the way you do, from a spiritual angle rather than the ego. The other two cards we got out here is openness. Be open to whatever floats into your world. You're going to have opportunities coming at you a mile a minute. Be open to them. That's another reason it's important to do the meditating, to let go of fighting. That tug of war between the ego and the soul. If you're fighting that, you're not open to the opportunities. You may miss what comes in and moves you forward. The other card you have is purification. The message with this one, it's not what you might think. This purification, you see all these little droplets coming down on top of the sunflower? That's the universe. That's information, it's clarity, it's knowledge, it's wisdom, it's the answers that you're looking for. The purification is all about, it's taking me back to the openness card, it's all about allowing yourself to be in this place of openness, so that when the opportunities and the information and the knowledge flows, you're going to know that it's for you. You're going to know and recognize the opportunity and be accepting of it. I know you're probably not going to believe this, but I went for a walk a couple of days ago. At nighttime, I like to walk out by the granaries here. It's a small walk. It's a really small walk, but it's beautiful because I get a total view of the sunset when I go there. And the most beautiful short walk ever. And the other night, 2 nights ago, I went out for this walk and I just happened to look up in the sky and I thought, well, that looks like letters. The clouds looked like letters. And I stood there and looked at it for a couple of minutes and I realized the first one was G and the second one's, and they're moving while I'm watching them. They're morphing into letters. The second one was an O, go. And there was a little tiny bit of fluffy cloud next to it. And I was just watching it as it was shifting and moving. And it came to be live. And I thought, well, what does that mean? Go live? That's not even a complete sentence. And then it hit me. Oh my God, go live. And the universe has been trying to get me to go live for about 2 years now. And I don't like doing it because things don't generally work out well for me in the live. Either the cards are upside down, my voice sounds like a chipmunk, or like today, I can't see the live on my laptop, so I can't see the comments coming in very easily. And it's just not as easy as recording. And I'm not even sure why I needed to go live at that point in time. But it was after that, by a day or two, that this all came to be. All of this information here, the question, the answers, and the realization that this was a message for all of you too. And by then, it was too late to do the recorded message. That's why the message came in right at the last minute for the Tuesday video. And I realized, okay, I have no choice. I have to go live now. So I did. And that was an opportunity for me, everyone, to go live again, to experience the live, to practice it, because I feel like that's a direction that I'm going to be guided in strongly coming up here. And I don't know if it's going to be the creative videos that are coming out, if they're going to be live, or if they're going to be recorded, or maybe I'm going to start recorded and go live. I don't know. But we have to be open to the opportunities and we have to see them when they come in. Even if we don't understand what they're about or what they're doing or where they're taking us. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just reading some comments here. Oh, thank you. Amazing to hear from you again. Thank you so much. Chicana, I think I'm pronouncing that right. I hope so. It's, you know what, it's amazing to be back. I've been gone for quite a while and I needed to leave. I needed to grow. I don't have a car or money to go. You know what, Leslie? You're in kind of the same boat I'm in. I have a car right now. It's a 2005. And there's a problem with it. I never know if it's going to start for me again once I start it and turn it off. So I make my trips in and whatever else I might need, and then I just kind of cross my fingers and hope the universe has my back and allows me to start the vehicle and come back, because I don't know what's wrong with it yet. And even if I did, hon, I don't have the money to fix it. So Leslie, yes, I did sell my car. That was last year. I was doing so well back in 2019 that I was able to buy a brand new car. First time in my life at 60 years of age, or close to 60. I bought a brand new vehicle and I absolutely loved owning it for 4 years until last year when I started to go south financially and I couldn't afford the payments anymore. So I did sell it. I love how the universe, God's Spirit, puts us in a position where there are no other choices. Makes me realize unless we have no other choice, whichever one we pick is a good choice. Absolutely. Mine was towed last week. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. You know, it's like I said, we are all having to reach rock bottom. And it sounds, Leslie, like that kind of is your rock bottom. You know, something was said to me by my angels a year ago. I was guided to sell everything I owned or give it away, except for my car. I had my car. That was all I had. I had no furniture. And some of this stuff I had been collecting all my adult life. And it was things that I absolutely loved. And I had to get rid of them. And it took me a little while to wrap my head around it, but I did. And you know what helped me to do that? A message that I got from my guides. It said, Diane, let it all go. It's over for several years. Yes, you love it, but think about how much fun it's going to be when we gift you with all that money to go out and replace all of those things with brand new items. And I started to think about how much fun that would be to go shopping one day for brand new furniture. I've never owned brand new furniture. I've always had to go secondhand. I've never had the money for brand new anything. That brand new car 4 years ago, 5 years ago, was the first brand new car I've ever purchased. Everything's always been, I mean, I was the youngest of four kids. It was always hand-me-downs. We are going to be taken to where we're going to replace everything that we've ever had to get rid of, sell, give away. It's been stolen, it's been towed. We're going to be able to buy new car, home, furnishings, clothing, whatever it is that you no longer have that to give up for one reason or another. The universe wants to start us over and reward us with brand new. Exactly. It's not happening to us, it's happening for us. Absolutely. I remembered that when you went through that. Oh, Leslie, you've been with me for a bit then. Yeah, it wasn't easy, but I don't look at it now. You know, now I've got to tell you, it feels amazing to know that when it comes time for me to leave here, all I have to do is pack up a couple of boxes, throw them in the back of my vehicle, and I'm out of here. Moving used to be so stressful and so expensive. Hello, Diane. It's so great to see you back on here. Oh, thank you, Elle. I really appreciate that. We have the same birthdays. September the 2nd. New moon, new beginning. I don't know if you all sense the energy like I do or not, but I know it's coming. Do your very best to ask for the guidance that you need. If you're confused, if you feel uncertain, I'm here. I'm here every Tuesday. Hopefully, I will be just a little bit ahead of all of you so I can help you, steer your way down the path that we all seem to be on here. But if it's in between, ask for it. Speak to your guides. Get comfortable. Get quiet. Get to a place, if you can't be alone and have quiet and peace around you when you ask for guidance, and that's in your own home because there's other people there or whatever the reason is. You can't get into a car because, Leslie, it's been towed or you've had to sell it, whoever. Go for a walk. Find some place in nature. I don't care if you have to step into the tree area where no one else is. Lean up against a tree, sit on a stump, find a bench in a park and just sit there and in your head ask your guides for guidance. Get quiet, close your eyes if you feel okay doing that. Try to stop all negative thought and just see what comes in. You might not hear something, you might see it. You might see a billboard. You might see someone wearing a particular to you. You might hear the church bells ring a certain number different for all of you, but they are trying to. Oh, I'm so happy to be back, all of you. Oh, thank you, thank you. I'm glad my messages are helping. We are so friggin' close. I'm in the mountains. Oh, what mountains are you in, Leslie? Numbers everywhere. Yes, watch the numbers. Pay attention to them. I have a way of getting messages from my angels on a daily basis every morning when I go to my phone to check it on my, I don't know if it's called my home page. I think it's my home page, yeah, where all my apps are situated. And there's always numbers there because there's notifications of, new messages coming in. Those numbers are where I get my messages, and they change all day long. For the last few days, they haven't changed, and that's where Spirit gave me the message. It's because I'm in the calm before the storm. I'm not moving. I'm not meant to move. You are all in that same place. And I have a deck that I created called Synchronicity Oracle. I'm sure you're all aware of it. I decided to pull a few cards from that when the numbers weren't shifting because I wanted to know what was going on. And let me find it here for you. The card that came out, I couldn't believe it. It blew me away because I had been feeling like I was in a calm before a storm, meaning that I was just holding still for some reason, but I didn't understand it. Oh, it's going to be the last card I find here. No, it's not. How did I miss it? Anyways, I have a card in this deck, and it's actually the calm before the storm. And when I asked my guides, I used this deck because I was feeling like I was in a calm before a storm. So I used this deck because I thought, okay, if I am in a calm before a storm, that's what they're going to give me. And that is exactly what came out. So we are all in a calm before a storm. It's not in a bad way. The storm is everything you've been trying to manifest. It's all your hopes and your dreams. It's the things that you want in life. And this is the card. So it's all going to start moving very soon, but it's all about divine timing as well. So know that you're moving forward. You will be moving forward. Even though it feels like you're not moving, you are moving. You might not be physically moving. You might not feel like you're emotionally or even energetically moving forward, but you are. You might not be moving you. It might be they are moving you. Oh, thank you, Steph. So you're in the States, Leslie. Okay. I'm up in Canada. Smoky and Blue Ridge. Oh my goodness. I used to have two ladies that lived in Blue Ridge Mountains. They had a place in the Blue Ridge Mountains, and I was so envious of them because it sounded so beautiful. 222. I just got that. Actually, I just got that this morning when I asked my guides a question. That too is in this deck of cards, and that's what came out for me. I'll show you the card and what I was told it means. When I created this deck, I'd been seeing so many different numbers, and I wanted to know what they meant. So I asked my guides, and what they told me is what I put on the cards. So this, for me, is what 222 represents. A great love is headed your way. Did that go blurry on you all? I hope not there. Okay, so that's what 222 represents. I think we all have a great love headed our way, and if you're already in a romantic relationship, that great love is likely going to be in your career or where you live. You may move and end up somewhere that you absolutely love and adore. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, the trees. Aren't they amazing? Right now, the view outside the RV that I'm staying in on this farm is nothing but trees. And so when I sit and have tea in the viewing is the trees. And I don't know, there's something about the branches move in the breeze and the leaves flicker back and forth, and I see the birds coming and going, and I have hummingbird feeders out there, and I get to watch them come in and feed. It's so beautiful and so magical. Thank you from Canada. You're very welcome. Oh, you're welcome, Elle. Somehow glitched my message. Thank you for this live. It's just reminding me I'm on the right track. Absolutely. I get 888 a lot and a mix of other numbers, but 8 keeps showing up. Eights, that is all about abundance. I've been getting 888 a lot lately. Another place for you to check your numbers and what they might mean, I go on to Google and I type in spiritual symbolism of, and then I put the number 888 or whatever it is that I'm seeing that I want to know the meaning of. And then I just go with whatever the top website is, and I go with that meaning. And my guides know that that's what I do, so they always put my message within that top website. The hummingbird comes in the garage and spins around my head now and leaves, and it sounds like a helicopter. He's been here for 2 weeks. Wow, Leslie, do you have any idea what that means? Hummingbirds are symbolic, spiritual symbol of joy and prosperity and happiness. Look that up. Spiritual symbolism of a hummingbird around me. I can tell you right now, it's amazing. The message that is giving you is absolutely magical. 111. That is all about, oh jeez. Oh my goodness. I've just completely gone blank. Oh, have faith. Have faith. You are on the right path. You are moving in the direction you need to move in. Oh, and it sounds like it is a very sweet space. If you've got a hummingbird that comes in and buzzes around your head, that's incredible. Do you know what that says about your energy, Leslie? That hummingbird wouldn't get that close. Feel so comfortable from your energy. Magic. It is magic. After 2 years, I finally landed a job last week. Oh, geez. And I'm finally moving. Everything is falling into place for me. I feel a lot of movement in my life. I am so happy for you, Steph. See, everyone? 2 years. It's been it's been a year and a half for me in this kind of position, but I've been going south financially for about 3 years now. But I've been pretty low for about a year and a half, and I can feel that it's about to change. Can I ask where in Canada you are about? I'm in Hamilton, Ontario. I'm in the opposite side of Canada of you. I am in Alberta, trying to make my way into BC. That's where I'd like to go for the winter this year. And Steph, I am feeling a lot of movement in my life right now too. And so being that you all see now, Steph, she's on a parallel path to me and you and you and you and you. She's a little bit further than us. So do you see? This is where we're headed. Thank you, Steph. That was so profound for all of us, because we're on parallel paths, but we're not in the same timeline. We're close, because we wouldn't be coming together. We wouldn't be brought together if we were that far. So much. Yes, we are all exactly where we need to be, whether we want to be or not. Although I've got to tell you that where I am on my path right now, it's no different financially than it was a year ago. In fact, it's a little bit worse, if anything. But it's where I want to be. I'm happier now than I think I've been for most of my life. Especially, most of my life was spent struggling. That Five of Pentacles card, right? Financial strife. That was most of my life. And I feel like I'm still there, but somehow the growth and the work that I've been guided to do and what has been gifted to me as far as knowledge goes and spiritual alignment, it doesn't have the same effect on me. I'm more in a of knowing that it's more important to be happy in life. That's how you receive what you want and what you need, by being happy with where you are and what you have. Oh, we're all going to make it there. We are definitely all going to make it there. Yes, Steph, thank you so much. Very peaceful and there's no distractions, and I'm so grateful for that. There's a lot of stillness. Yeah, I'm in the same place, Leslie. And this is why we need to do this. I think I'm finally starting to have an understanding of the importance of live. This is a way of supporting each other. I still have to remind myself that it's real and it's not a dream. I know all of you will get your blessings too. We will. And you know, that's another thing about divine timing. Because if it happens for us too soon, Steph is ready for it. She's still in a place of wow, which is understandable after 2 years. But she's not in a place of, oh, when's that next shoe going to fall? When's the shoe going to drop? When is the bad stuff going to come in? When's the money going to be taken away from me? She's just in that appreciation, thanking her lucky stars where she's at. And that's okay. It's good to be there. But if you're not ready for all that's coming your way, it will just be taken away from you because you have to be aligned with it. And if you're fearing losing it once it comes in, you will lose it. So it's not coming until you're ready for it. Way to go, Steph. You did the work. You got yourself ready for it, and you're in that place of alignment. That's why it's there. Pat yourself on this. Santosha? What's Santosha, Leslie? I'm not sure what that is. I have to let you guys know we're at almost 60 minutes. I have Wi-Fi here. That's why it's so difficult for me to upload videos. I have to go in town to do that. So I'm going to have to call it pretty quick here because I'm on mobile data. Ah, Steph, you're welcome. You're welcome, hon. You did the work. You earned this. You deserve it. Way to go. You are proof that we all are going to get there. We're all going to have it. No, there's no shortcuts. That's actually a message that's been coming through to me quite a lot lately, that there are no shortcuts and our path is going to be twisting and turning and there's going to be constant error, and be okay with that because it's, you're welcome, Elle. On a yogurt path, it's being content. No matter where you are or what's going on around you. On a yogurt path? What's a yogurt path? Yogic. Okay, gotcha. It's being content. Yeah, and that's where I'm at. It's no matter where I am, what's going on, I'm happy. I almost didn't come on here, but my intuition said I should. I'm so glad now I did up. You're, like I said, you're proof that we can do it. Oh, you're so welcome, Chris. Thank you for being here. Oh, thank you, Leslie. You're welcome. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I truly appreciate it. I wasn't sure I wanted to do this. I absolutely hate doing lives. I used to. I'm loving it now. All I got to do is figure out my laptop so that I could see the comments better and not have to stand upside down on my head to see them. I love you guys. I love doing what I do. I am so grateful that I can help you. You're welcome, Rebecca. Twyla. You're welcome. Thank you. Watch for the creative videos that come out, okay? If you're interested. You might just want to watch them just for pleasure. You might want to watch them and join in and create what I'm creating. I will have a supply list. It's probably going to be a recorded thing to begin with. Be it at in the description of the video to show you what I'm going to create, so you'll know right off the bat if you're interested in creating it or not. And I hope you like those and enjoy those as much as these videos. Yeah, keep rocking it, Steph. And keep coming on the live so you can let us know what we can expect to come next. We appreciate that. Gives us hope, it gives us faith, and it inspires us. Namaste, everyone. Ah, thanks, Leslie. We all appreciate you so much. Okay, everyone, I gotta get off here. I love you so much, and thank you for your support. I truly appreciate all that you do to support me, and I will see you in the next video. Figure out how I shut down this live. A problem for me too. Okay.